going on? It is your boys. It is
Kids that are from Richard.
yes, Richard's Kids, episode 14. When I say 14, what pops in your head? 14, go.
Years old.
Okay, all right.
It was a very pivotal time in my life.
Years old. Anytime someone says a number now.
Yeah, it's like 14 years old. I can remember what I was doing at 14 years old.
Dog, I can't show you, but I have in my phone, because a while ago, I was always like, how old was I this? In 2012, so I'd be doing math. So I sat down and I wrote down 1992, 93, 90, like all the way to the current year.
Yeah.
And then just to the side of it, whatever age I was. That way I can just real quick be like, oh, in 2012, I was 19.
Yeah, I think
like that.
I think that's just a getting older thing, bro. You know, you reflect so much now. Like I do personally.
I be forgetting how old I am. Dead ass. Like someone be like, hey, how old are you? And I'm like 32.
Yeah. I don't really have that issue. I did for a while though, but
because I think like when you're younger, your age is a big deal. You're like, oh, bitch, I'm 16. Like you can't tell me. I'm like, I remember 16 was a big deal.
yeah.
Like turning 16, like you felt like, no, I'm grown as fuck actually. And now I look at a 16-year-old like,
yeah.
you can talk.
Yeah.
You can like you wipe your own ass. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, no. When you see kids now, it's like
Crazy.
I can't imagine doing any of the things I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Their size. But I felt like we were bigger.
There's actually a study, like a legitimate study, not a conspiracy, not some online bullshit, but like a legitimate, like scientific study.
Thanks for clarifying.
That's
Clearing that up. Oh.
People definitely aged quicker, like back in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. Like you look at old, like high school videos and shit like that. Like these people look fucking full grown. You spilled your water? Or what?
No, I had that Glackiana over there by me. I didn't want to be on camera and get flagged or something.
I doubt there's gun tutorial pages on YouTube. I doubt a gun being
more like for anything else that might flag it.
We did get flagged for having a picture of Denzel Washington.
TikTok will flag you for weird things too, bro.
Um,
Everybody except for Meta, Facebook and Instagram and shit.
Speaking of Facebook, the Tush Push was not banned.
And it shouldn't have been.
And not two, but two of the teams that voted to ban it were the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Which, I don't like that. I don't like that my team voted for some soft-ass shit.
Or my team.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But also, quit being a bitch.
Facts.
If you can't stop something, doesn't mean we're gonna ban it. No, you can't. It was all good a minute ago.
Yeah.
It was all legal a minute ago, and now because
Yeah.
you can't beat it, you want to ban it. Fuck out of here, pussy. Be more creative.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I've told you this before countless times, but haven't really relayed it to the audience. It's not even about stopping the Tush Push for me. It's why did you let the Philadelphia Eagles or whoever decides to do the push this year? If there's teams that are on push time, why did you allow them to get all the way down to the 98 yards down the field to your 1 yard line? That's where the problem is. The problem's not the Tush Push, in my opinion.
Or they keep getting first down, and it's like, oh well, bro, that's just how it goes, bro.
Don't let them get a third down conversion.
Yeah, people just like to
No
bitch.
Turnovers.
People just need something to bitch about.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
all
glad
it
it
is.
wasn't banned. And I hate the fucking Eagles, but I am extremely against shit like that being banned.
Yeah.
It doesn't break any rules. It's not causing excessive amounts of injuries.
Yeah, I just hate pussy shit, period.
My PlayStation is going off, updating everything.
Peacock.
So y'all hear a little, hey, Peacock got some hits.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, they got some hits, huh?
Yes. It's got all the Shreks.
Kind of fucking hits
That's all
they
you need
got,
to
huh?
know. It's got all the Shreks.
Okay, that's all you need.
That's all you, what
And
else do you
Bel
need
Air.
life?
That's we're good.
Shrek and Bel Air, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hate pussy shit in general, bro. Like, honestly, that's like the whole SGA. The fucking foul. I mean, there's foul bait everywhere, bro.
It's
Bro, we had a challenge. The Wolves game one had to challenge a foul that was on SGA because he fell. When they reviewed it, nobody touched him.
no.
he was bouncing off boys and fell on the ground. Like, they weren't. I mean, he doesn't even jump straight up like you're supposed to, bro. And here's the issue with that. Yes, everybody looks for fouls. My bad. I know you wanted to, but everybody looks for fouls, right? That's just the name of the game. That's fine.
100%.
You should, because if you play too strong, like Anthony Edwards,
but if if that's the highlight of your game, by your game I mean your game as an athlete. Like, if that's the biggest trick in your bag is getting to the free throw line, like, dog, that shit it's corny as fuck, dog.
No, it's getting noticed. Everybody online is calling him out, bro. Even the commentators were calling it out, calling him a foul merchant. But here's the real issue. Like, here's for real the real issue, bro. Is
I gotta stop looking at you.
There's nothing
constantly.
wrong. Well, that's fine.
Because every time I'm editing any kind of clips, I'm like this and you're like this.
Well, that's because I don't like to sit like.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just kind of glance over.
Kind of used to it at work. The forklifts that we sit on at work, you don't drive them this way. You drive them this way. You sit this way, but it drives this way. So you're like this while you're driving.
Yeah, it's just like, it's.
You're dead ass. You're sitting forward, but you're driving forward and backwards.
Second nature
like
to you. So the whole thing about the whole foul merchant, real quick, we're not going to stay too much on it because the Wolves are still going to win this thing. But
I can smell that chicken from in here.
Bro, the fucking refs. This is what happens when the refs buy into that shit. It's like a child.
I wonder why.
Because they think it's a foul at first and it keeps happening and he's so flimsy, it's like, you must be fouling him. There's no way that would happen. I mean, he looks for the smallest touch and he's like, foul, slam. Bro, he looks like he's getting shot up, bro. He's like, Ricky! On my soul, bro. He look like he getting fucking shot, bro.
Nah, the boys out there playing pinball. They're not even playing basketball.
No, dude, it's fucking crazy. But that's why the refs are. It's like a child. If you reward a child for being bad as fuck because they want something, then they're gonna be like, oh, if I keep getting rewarded, and they keep rewarding him with the fucking free throw line, bro. There were 7 free throws
in the first quarter.
Yes,
that's insane for one individual.
Bro, Rudy Gobert had 3 fouls.
Yeah,
in the first quarter.
And see, the thing is, like, a lot of y'all are gonna hear him. I don't know why I'm pointing to him like there's other people in this room. You're gonna hear him, this guy, bitch about Shai Gilgeous Alexander. You're gonna hear him bitch about it, and you're gonna be like, well, he's a Wolves fan. This is coming from somebody who is watching this postseason as a basketball fan. My team been out the picture. I'm just enjoying basketball. As a basketball fan, it's annoying as fuck to watch because you want to see these two competitors compete to win, not what kind of slick shit can I get away with?
It's such pussy shit.
He's like, you know who he first of all, he's built like and he plays like
the dude who got his chain took by Debo.
Yes.
His grandma's chain.
Oh, he gonna cry in the car. No, Randall from fucking Monsters University. Monsters.
Yeah, Randall. Yeah, fucking.
I don't know why my first go-to was Monsters University. That's a fire fucking
It's
movie.
a banger. They're both bangers.
But he's built like him, and he's all like, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. Or fucking, who was the little dork from Recess that was always snitching to the fucking big-ass principal? You know what I'm talking about? He had his little notepad, and he was always writing shit down on Recess.
Oh, yeah, with little red hair.
And he would go snitch to the fucking,
What was his name?
I think it was Randall, too.
It better not be.
Let's look.
I got you, big brother.
Yeah, you look while I talk. Yeah, man, it's just fucking annoying to watch. Like, I want to see
Randall Weems.
It was Randall. See,
so
fuck Randall.
Randall's just a name, bro. Even fucking Nick watched, and you know Nick loves to hate on Timberwolves. But yeah, we gotta clip that one for him and just send it to him. But no, even he said he didn't realize.
I'll start this clip off with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll bring that to the front.
That'd be so fire, bro. But no, Nick was like, dude, I didn't realize how much he like, you know,
it's
he like
fucking
bakes that
it's
shit.
Annoying.
He said when he watched it, he was like, oh wow.
It's
once it's said, you can't unsee it because it's literally.
It's like, all right, for those of y'all who don't like sports, it's like when you're playing video games and then one of the homeboys in the little game circle like finds a like a loophole or like finds a way to exploit some kind of like hack or something, and they just keep doing that over and over. Like, all right, you're winning. Like back when we used to play Mortal Kombat, and they would do the same fucking. You know what I'm saying? Over. It's like, all right, you're beating me, but it's fucking annoying.
It is fucking annoying, bro. And I hope Ant doesn't do that. You know, so Ant got a fucking tech for throwing the ball at him.
Yeah, and he
said,
fined.
quit fucking baiting.
He got fined $50,000 for saying fuck.
Yeah.
And you saw it in his face, so he's like, I only took like 7 fucking shots, and he goes, "Can you imagine?"
I'm pretty sure Adidas pays his fines, bro.
Yeah, can you
Or
imagine
the team.
not worrying about a $50,000 fine?
Dude, he's about to get a Supermax deal. Not to mention that if he wins a chip,
Oh, he's getting it.
it's crazy. I mean, he's gonna get the bag regardless. He's building a whole fucking culture behind him. That's the thing about the face. We'll go into this face of the league.
This season is going to determine that.
Whether or not Ant is the closest, and it's not because he may play the best or he has the best character. He has all the above, but also he's building a community with his shoes. Believe that, right?
I saw this fucking video on TikTok. This little kid's in the store, and he walks with moms with Ant shoes, and she goes, put those back. He don't take care of his kids." And then the son goes back all sad. And then it was one of those clips where people stitch it.
Yeah.
So the dude stitches it, and he gets all fucking serious. He's like, "See, this is what I'm talking about. Hate is not born into you. Hate is taught. This woman is teaching this kid to." I'm like, it's a funny video. Relax.
Yeah, but also he's not wrong.
Yeah, but let's not get
We don't
serious every
disrespect
time we're
Ant
trying
around
to.
here.
Just his mom.
Yeah. Disrespect your mama before you start disrespecting Ant. All right, big bro.
You feel me?
But no. So, face of the league, they were talking about it, and
It's gonna be one of them 4.
It's not going to be anyone foreign.
It's been a long. It's.
I mean, it's been a long time since we had an American MVP. I will say that.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be someone foreign, and someone's like, "Oh, Wemby and Shea and
Wemby's not there yet.
Giannis and."
I'm not putting Wemby in the same category as.
Wemby will never be face of the league, bro.
No, I'm not saying in that aspect. I'm just saying he's not in that class. He's like a freshman.
Player.
These guys are sophomores.
Well, I think Wemby has a chance to be the best player in the league, but he's never going to be the face of the league.
That takes more than talent.
Here's why. It's got to be an American player, and it's always going to be an American player.
I don't think we've ever had a European face of the league.
No, never. You had Magic, Larry. That was them. You have Steph Curry, LeBron. You had Kobe.
MJ, obviously.
MJ, obviously. I mean, they've all been American. Now, there's been great players that are foreign. Now, here's my thing. MVPs have all been foreign for the last few years, right? And the best players are all foreign, basically, majority of them. But here's why it'll never be a European. It's because imagine the Olympics. We're an American sport.
You mean it's not going to be somebody from Poland?
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. Yeah. He's not going to be Polish.
Yeah.
No. So
that's called a callback.
Hey, the Olympics, imagine it's an American sport. Imagine the face of the league plays for France.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Or Germany. And you have to cheer against the face of the league, and you're America. And America been running shit, right? So there's that.
Yeah.
There's that, for one. For two, he has to be relatable. Nobody's relating to the alien.
No.
Nobody's relating to fucking Luca or Joker. Those fools don't stay here. They leave, they go back home, and they go live their life or whatever. I mean, they're not relatable. You have to relate to them. As the child, the kids have to relate to them, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Also, you gotta have the culture, bro. Ant's building the culture with the Adidas.
You gotta have that AA, that American aura, baby.
Yeah, no, you really do, bro. Like,
it's untouchable.
Think about what he's been doing, bro. It's deeper than just basketball. He's just creating, like, a lot of kids want to be like Ant. They want AE1s and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Tatum doesn't have a personality.
No,
he hasn't
he's
really
so
built
corny, and it sucks. It sucks for him.
And he's a great basketball player.
Phenomenal.
But I mean,
he's a good person.
But that's the end of it.
He's just such a cornball.
Yeah,
you can't fix that.
Nah, you can't. You can't teach that. So yeah, that's my input on the face of the league, bro.
I mean, this may be a shocker to a lot of y'all.
Or Cooper Flag would be a good one. Well,
Yeah.
okay, tell me your thing first, and we'll go back to that.
This may be a shocker, but I am unapologetically American, and
Bro has an eagle
we're
on his chest.
we're the coolest. First of all, nobody's cooler than us.
We are cool.
Everybody we have is the coolest. We have the coolest black people in the world. We got
we?
Yeah.
Cause motherfucking Europe got them boys.
Who?
We can go bam for bam.
Yeah,
we
cool.
can go
Gay.
Okay. True.
Gay.
We do got a little. Yeah. Okay.
We
yeah.
got the coolest Mexicans in America.
Do we though?
Yeah.
What about Chapo?
He's not cool.
No, he's fucking savage. Imagine him running around. I'd be scared. Like,
Nah, he
fuck.
wouldn't be doing that shit here. He'd be bagging groceries at Walmart or
Nah,
something.
his ass will be yes, sir.
You got it.
Yeah.
We got the coolest Europeans in America.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You ain't never lie about that part.
We're like the team that gets number one pick every year, and we just pick from the rest of the world. And when you get here, you're cooler. Like you go to London,
Yeah.
you hear a bunch of British accents. Okay, cool.
All right.
You go to New York and you hear a British accent, you're like, what the fuck? That's so cool.
Yeah.
You just automatically get cooler when you get here.
I think
I'm
you're
right.
not wrong. Yeah, I mean, I love America. The older I get, the more I love America, to be honest. But I heard somebody talking the other day, and they were saying like, you really can't say if something's better than somewhere else if you've never been there or experienced it. You can assume based off of what you've read and what you've seen, who you talk to, and everything else, but you're not experiencing it. You know, they said so is
We're cooler. Best music, best movies, best sports.
what is it called when like you're ruled by like one, like
a dictatorship?
Yeah, dictatorship. They're saying you can't. It's like, yeah, what we do sounds better than that, but we've never experienced it. You're just assuming that, and you're reading that. Now, he wasn't saying it was better.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying, but that's just like a good way of thinking about life in general. Is like, unless you've experienced it, you know, you really don't know if it is better. This is just what you know and what you think and what you've been reading and hearing. So you just made your own assumption.
Yeah, he's wrong. USA, USA, USA. Fuck out of here, boy. We're the best. I do want to show you this Whataburger ad I stumbled upon yesterday.
Are we going to actually put this on the screen?
This one, yes. Because
Okay,
the way I did it,
Yeah.
there's nothing. I screen recorded it and
Yeah.
took just the video so you can't see.
Bookmark
We'll find
it.
out.
Bookmark it so we know when to drop it in there.
Yeah, I'll do it when I edit it. This is an actual ad from Whataburger. They put it out. All right.
Okay.
Like, this
Sick.
isn't somebody trolling.
How old is it?
I just saw it yesterday.
So it's a new ad.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Let's get
Nobody.
Let's
This
get it.
isn't
Let's
okay.
get into it,
You
baby.
feel me?
Yeah, let's get it.
legitimate ad.
Okay.
As time progresses, the vibe regresses, unless you keep trying to test it. That's my kind of message. My name is Mark. I'm also known as MRR. Overall, I feel valued to work here. It's just somewhere I get to fit in.
Couple things I want to say.
Shout out Mark.
Shout out Mark. That was also super sick, in my opinion. Little bro was spitting bars. He was like, I'm finna get bitches for show.
He dropped
I
the
love that.
alias and everything.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, man.
It's a little funny.
It's funny, yes.
It's a little funny.
But it's badass.
It's not the level of funny where it's like, oh, we're making fun of him. Like, boo. It's like, I could sit down next to him and be like, hey, dog, that was...
Come on, that was sick, bro. Let me go find him.
Who? Mark?
Yeah.
Just type in Mark Whataburger. I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit you with a little flow at the beginning.
No, I love that.
Introduced himself in the middle. Let you know that he feels valued working at Whataburger.
Mark Whataburger wants to pull up Wahlburger.
Shout out Mark. Mark Whataburger. You seen that new movie with Mark Whataburger in it?
You belong on our team.
Yeah, that's the boy.
Nah, honestly, dude, we need more, bro.
That's the God himself, Mark.
Somebody made a Reddit that says Mark in quotations MRR. So Mark MRR definitely fucks.
No, 100%.
Somebody said I see this ad almost every day on Facebook, and you can't convince me this person is an actor.
No,
definitely fucks.
he genuinely you could tell he works for Whataburger. Like he works there.
Oh, it's a San Antonio based one too.
Oh, we gotta find bro and get him on the pod.
I will fucking hunt you down, MRR.
Yeah, you're ours.
Dude, look at bro.
Gets bitches.
I love that.
I love it too. It's still funny though.
Yeah, no, I love that.
That's just not the type of advertising you always see.
No, that's why it's great.
That's why I was like, wait. So I clicked on the page and I was like, no, this is Whataburger's actual page. They went into a Whataburger and were like, no, we're gonna get an actual employee.
Yeah. I'm about to go on their Instagram and find this motherfucker.
What you need to do is look up how many locations are in San Antonio, and we should go to each location and try to find him.
Hey, where's Mark?
Hey, yo. Hey, yeah, actually, if only we had some kind of platform. Listen, if you're in the San Antonio area, you've been to a Whataburger and you've seen this gentleman, his picture, you saw him from the video.
Yeah.
We're trying to get bro on the
Help us
pod.
find MRR.
Say right here. He can use my mic.
And we'll eat Whataburger while we interview.
We should not have Whataburger. We should have like In-N-Out or some shit in here.
Yeah, have his opposite.
His ops. Oh, you know he's spinning the block about the Whataburger.
Nah, Mark Whataburger.
This summer.
Damn, dude, I kind of want Whataburger now. Son of a gun.
Speaking of hamburgers, what do you think's gonna be after humans? I was watching this documentary.
Whoa.
I was watching this documentary the other night. It was called Cave of Wonders or some shit like that. And pretty much like they thought that humans... I'm going to break this down super simple, which I know y'all love that I do this. Let's say the Earth is 10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay? We've always been taught that humans came in here at year 3.
Okay.
Now, recently we've been finding evidence that humans have been around since year 1.
Okay.
And so that's, shaking up the scientific community, shaking up archery. Shaking up archery. It's shaking up... what the fuck was Indiana Jones's job? He was an
architect.
Sure, he was an architect. Archaeology. It's
He's
shaking up. Yeah,
So was he an architect?
No, he wasn't an architect. He was an archaeologist.
Was Indiana motherfucking Jones.
Do you know what an architect is? They build shit.
Yeah, he was building shit.
What was he building?
A great fucking series of films. A great fucking legacy, bud.
But yeah, so they find all these like bones and shit, and they're Neanderthals. They're not humans, but Neanderthals were always believed to be like animals. Like they behaved like animals, right? They hunted. They didn't have like family.
You talking about Neanderthals? My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing a podcast.
I was looking up Indiana Jones shit. Keep going.
Was he an architect?
No, close. Close though.
So we've always believed
he was an archaeologist.
We've always believed Neanderthals to be like dumb.
Yeah. I know all about Neanderthals.
What they've discovered. Well, you are one. What they discovered in this specific cave is like burials. Like they were intentionally burying each other and like family oriented things going on, and they were like, we didn't think that this was even something that Neanderthals did. So we're finding all this new stuff that predates humans and changes the history of what we've been taught about our ancestors and shit like that. And that got me thinking, like,
not everybody has Neanderthal though. Well, that's a different species.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're Homo sapiens.
But some people have been known to have Neanderthal genes as well.
Yeah,
so, a very small amount. So I mean,
yeah. But that got me thinking was like, after Homo sapiens are done, like, what's gonna be like? What's the next version of two-legged living beings?
Starbucks employees, bro. Yeah.
Baristas.
Yeah, dude. Probably baristas, like self-entitled baristas.
Honestly, yeah. Short, purple hair.
Walking around like raptors, bro.
Yeah. They're almost there.
Dude.
They're almost there.
People were on your ass like, yeah, why don't you keep supporting corporate America, pussy? It's like, okay, bro, what the fuck?
That one dude was like, they only give you 2 shirts on a 5-day work week. You wouldn't know. You can't relate.
Yeah, you can't relate to this struggle. Like, buddy, I worked for Chipotle. The fuck is you talking about? Chipotle damn near Starbucks at this point.
I am the struggle. Fuck are you saying to me right now?
Oh,
now I could have been in the comments like, no, I have a job too, and I was like, no, you know what, buddy, you're right.
Sometimes I'm in there and I just like troll a little bit. I'll be like, wow, the self entitlement's crazy. Or does anything I get them stirred up a little
Bro
bit.
works for Starbucks.
No, they definitely are putting on for Starbucks. To answer your question, I don't know what would come after. I don't think anything, bro.
It's got to be something.
Dude, we're going to be fucking extinct before you know it.
Yeah, and then there's going to be something after us.
The world will be uninhabitable.
To us.
Year 2 million and something, it'll be uninhabitable. But I don't think...
To us, yeah.
I mean, they showed pictures of it, of what it would look like.
Like, we wouldn't have survived during...
Yeah.
Like... dinosaur times because the atmosphere wasn't compatible with us. So something will be we won't be here, but it won't be habitable for us, but it'll be habitable for some form of life.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hopefully
I won't be here.
Hopefully I'm around to see it. There was somebody in the in the comments, he said he agreed with my opinion. He said, just put the coffee in the cup, bro. And I was like, dog, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Liked his shit, replied to it. And I went back to reread it. Bro's account's name was White Excellence. I was like,
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, them
I don't agree with you.
Yeah, them Aryans will get you, buddy.
I just saw the comment. I didn't take a second to look at his name. So when I went back, and I mean, I liked his shit, replied. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. And then I went back and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's them neo-Nazis, boy. They'll sneak in there.
Some Neanderthal Nazis, my boy, though.
Nah, for real.
They'll get you moving. Speaking of moving, walking is a form of moving.
Yes.
Speaking of walking, what's your favorite Jordan silhouette?
Jordan silhouettes. The 4s. But I have way more Jordan 1s than any other shoe. Jordan 1 is just the most...
You can't go wrong. It's
complimenting. Jordan 1, bro, is the least selfish shoe.
Jordan 1s are like blue jeans. Like, they go with anything.
Don't wear them whenever, bro. Yeah. I mean...
You don't have to take them too serious.
Bro, they're the least selfish silhouette of any shoe, period, bro. You can wear them with slacks, shorts, gym gear, jeans, clean, busted, aged. You can cut them bitches. They look good from your angle, from the front angle, from the side angle. They're comfortable. It's the... Actually, yeah, Jordan 1's my favorite. I always say Jordan 4 because my favorite shoe in general is a 4. But they can be chunky sometimes, and you got to dress them just right. Whereas you can wear high waters with a Jordan 1. You can wear baggy pants with a Jordan 1. They're just the most selfless.
And I'll say it right now. Jordan 1 mids are not that bad.
Okay.
You're just told they're bad, so you don't like them.
Well...
If the hate wasn't out there, you wouldn't be like, oh, these are fucking lame. You're like, oh, they're just a quarter of an inch shorter than a high. Cool. You don't like them.
I fucking hate mids, bro. I hate mids.
Why?
Probably because... Okay, here's why I dislike them. Actually, I know why. For one, yes, it is a thing. So that obviously you're influenced by that. But it's the weird length. It's not like long enough and it's not short. It's like that little mid and it's like, okay, that's fine. It's fine. But then like the tongue has the weird ass patch, big block patch on them, which is also weird as fuck to me. And the colorways are weird as fuck. But they do got some sick colorways low key, but it's just the weird height for me. It's not high enough and it's not short enough. And
Dog, Jordans are the only basketball shoes I wear.
Jordans?
You don't remember that? When I was like, Jordans, we're talking about basketball shoes, like LeBron's are corny, KD's are corny. It's like, well, Jordan's the only basketball shoes I wear, and you're like, you have one pair of Jordans. And I was like, it's the only, it's the only brand I. As far as basketball shoes go, that's all I rock.
Okay, mids are not it. But I do like your Lukas. Those are mids.
Those are mids.
But they are a Luka PE colorway. So it's like his own shoe. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. It's player.
Those are mids, aren't they?
Mm-hmm, they are mids. Yeah, mids aren't great though. Unless it's like that, something like that. They're just not that great, bro. It's just there's that weird length. The tongue's longer than the fucking back. It's a thing.
I don't mind it.
That's all that matters, though. I mean, shit, whatever you like.
Yeah, and Panda Dunks are not ugly, but they suck because everybody had them all at once, and it was kind of like, well, this doesn't make it funny. The fun part about shoes is like you ain't got these.
Yeah,
that's what's fun for me, at least, about shoes.
You ain't seen these in person yet.
But something like that, they're not ugly shoes. They're a nice shoe, but it's like it's not cool. It's not like a flex. It's like, oh. It's like, I'm not finna be out there like, yo, look at these motherfucking Crocs, dog. These are sick. It's like, no, we all got Crocs. Relax.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I feel that 100%. And for me, like, a big thing is YouTube, but you know, all of us really at some point in time, I feel fucking stupid. I feel dumb as fuck, and embarrassed that I would spend $400 or $500 on some sneakers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is fucking dumb, bro. Like, fuck a hype shoe, bro. For real. Fuck a hype shoe because it's not worth it. Maybe it's worth it if you're in high school. College.
When you're that age, it's shallow to say, but your drip is very important.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, and you want everybody else to see your shoes you got on.
Yeah, it's a big part of your adolescence,
bro. Once you hit mid 20s and you dropping that much money on your shoes, if you can afford it, by all means do that. Because I sound like a broke ass dude right now by saying that. If it dead ass does not affect your bills and everything, or anything else you're trying to do, hell yeah, spend $400-$500 on a shoe. It's your money. Do what you want.
Yeah, run it up.
For me personally though, I can't justify it no more. My fucking snake skins, bro. Mm-hmm. The boots that I have, those cost almost $500, right? And I wear them a lot. But I'm like, I would never wear a sneaker that's $500. I've spent that much money on shoes before, and I don't even wear them. They just sit in my fucking boxes all day. You know, I'm out here wearing shit like this. Okay, $100.
$100 easy.
But look how clean they are.
And comfortable.
And comfortable.
Are we getting to that stage in our years where it's like comfortability comes first?
No.
I don't think we're quite there, because I will put on some shit. It's like, this is not super comfy, but I look phenomenal.
I'm definitely not like that. I'm the other way. I look phenomenal. That's the only thing I care about. Because how often? Remember we were talking about me getting. I was like selling my shoes, and you were like, "Oh, I never see you wear sneakers anymore." Mm-hmm. We don't wear boots because they're comfortable. Because honestly, boots are not the most comfortable thing we own. We don't wear them fucking thick ass Wranglers and jeans and shit because it's the most comfortable. Mm-hmm. We wear all that to look like money.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm just here in the studio, joggers, t-shirt, Crocs.
Yeah, but I do love a fucking Birkenstock. But that's another thing you can dress up and down.
Mm-hmm. Another very universal.
Bro, Birkenstocks, the clogs, bro, the Boston joints, fire. I wish I had all the colorways. You could wear that with slacks, bro. You could wear it with sweats, shorts, socks, no socks.
Yeah, Birks with like some colored wool socks and some high water slacks.
Boom. Come on now. That or just barefoot with some fucking Carhartts that are showing your ankles, bro, and a crop tee. Killing them.
Sports bra, you're solid.
Sports bra.
Chapstick and Birks. That's it. That's all I'm rocking.
Sports bra, chapstick, and
Birks. That's it.
Lil Berkey. I'm gonna change my rat name to Lil Berkey.
Lil Berkeyana. Do you remember?
Birkin boys.
You were. When did school become like nah for you?
Ooh, like, what do you mean by nah?
Like, you're like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Like, fuck school? Oh, I was very young.
Like elementary school?
For sure.
See, I can't have these kind of conversations with you. I was going to say, do you remember the chokehold that cup stacking had on us in elementary school?
I do remember it.
Doing that shit in PE. They would have people come, like, they were like professional cup stackers and like do like events in the cafeteria.
I remember that.
And everyone's like, yo, I need to get some cup. And then we would have like during PE and shit like that in elementary school, we'd have like cup stacking tournaments, and it's like it would go on for like weeks. Like, all right, you're eliminated, and there'd be like a cup stacking champion of the school.
Yeah, I never had that
I can
at my school.
Dog, that shit was so fucking.
But I
cool.
do remember that whole scene. I remember yo-yo was a thing too, big time. They had people pull up and they have like all these different kinds of yo-yos. And they do all these crazy tricks. I was obsessed with yo-yos when I was a kid.
I bet if you grabbed a yo-yo now, that shit would still be fun as fuck.
It is. I bought Brian that shit. I showed him how to fucking walk the dog.
Do a little
little pendulum.
Little triangle.
Where you wrap, you fucking bop, you bring it up, triangle, bring it up to the top.
Just let that bitch swing in the middle. Yeah.
Drop it down, pick it up. I could still do some yo-yo tricks. I used to be really good though, to be honest. But yeah, bro, I hated school young.
I fucking loved school.
I hated everything low key.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right? But school, I didn't like being told what to do, bro. Because I always got fucking like told in the worst way at home. Then I got to go to school and get told what to do. And if I don't follow it, then I got to deal with you. And I got to deal with this fucking psycho at home. You know? I used to come home from school and I used to walk in, bro. And I would dead ass speed walk to my bedroom through the living room. I didn't want anybody to see me or talk to me. Right, it was one of those kind of childhoods. But I remember this. One of my earliest childhood memories is all the kids left. Everybody, the whole class left, and for some reason, I don't even have a reason. I think I just did it just to be a bad kid. I'm probably like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember running, jumping on the fucking back, like where the sink is back there, and I jumped on it and I pulled my dick out and started pissing all over the counter and in the sink, bro, for no reason.
I love that.
Then I jumped and I just ran and just left.
I love that.
And they never knew, because how the fuck you gonna know who did it, right?
Where I went to elementary school. Shout out Midway Park Elementary.
Shout out them boys.
In Euless, Texas. It was either in Bedford or Euless. Y'all boys let me know. Midway Park Elementary. Our mascot was the Parrots, baby. 6th grade, which was your last year of elementary school.
Yes.
Our class was in 2 trailers outside. It was 2 classes. One, but it was like 2 teachers per class. So they had the trailer, and there was like a dividing wall in the middle of the trailer, right? So like one was like history and science, and then the next one was like English and writing, and there was another trailer. So it was like 4 classes, but it was in 2 separate trailers.
Yeah.
And looking back, it's like they really were like, "Hey, trailer kid, get in class. Like you don't get to go to the real school. You go to the trailers out. You never been to a school that had like trailers outside, like a trailer park, like a trailer home, but they were classrooms? It must be a Texas thing.
That is a Texas thing, because my niece and nephew, when I was real young, I saw them, or my little cousins, my bad. They went to those schools in Kerrville. Mm-hmm. Those little like trailer ones that are for kids.
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd seen that shit.
But we were in there. My teacher at the time, shout out Ms. Reagan. Sorry, I apologize.
Shout out Ms. Reagan.
Every time she was on the board drawing something, me and my homeboys would like turn around and like moon the class and and she'd turn around all quick and we'd be like, "Oh, we don't know what's going on." And there was this one kid. He was like, do you remember them nerds? Like usually you're like, "Hey, you know, he's a dork. Like, don't be a dickhead. Like, he's just a little different. Like, you be nice to him." But then there were those nerds that were assholes.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I can only be nice to you so much. If you're just gonna be a dick, then at this point it's not bullying. You're an asshole. Yeah. We're gonna be mean to you.
Yeah, you can be a bitch to me. I'm
like that little dorky ass dude was like, "Nah, dude, are you gonna ask? Are we gonna turn in our homework?" It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah. She didn't say shit about the homework the whole period. Like, don't fucking bring it up. Yeah. Them dudes.
Yeah.
So this dude was there and he had a little apple juice, right? And he went to the bathroom, and me and my homeboy, who shall remain nameless, because this might be a crime, poured out his apple juice in one of the plants, and then pissed in his bottle and put it back. And he came back from the bathroom or whatever, sat down, took him a big ass.
He said,
"What? I remember he kept saying the heat from the trailer like spoiled his juice. He's like, "See, that's why we shouldn't be in these trailers. It's so hot in here. It made my apple juice go bad."
Damn.
And me and my homeboy were in the back.
Piss.
Yeah, me and my homeboy were just sitting there like, "Yeah, stupid. Don't be a fucking asshole."
I wonder, did he save any juice?
So he grew up to be Elon Musk.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah,
to
no,
him.
he didn't finish it. He threw it in the trash, but he didn't know it was piss. Which I mean, that makes sense because you're not gonna just drink piss and be like, oh, this is piss.
Yeah, I wonder what
You don't
piss
have
tastes
nothing
like.
to. We could find out.
Say less.
Y'all sign up for
Tune in next week for
our Patreon,
Yeah.
where Om's gonna
our OF where we do crazy things.
he's gonna drink my piss behind a $5 paywall.
Incorrect. I'll be drinking my own piss while he bathes in his. Tune in.
I do that anyways.
Some Gandhi ass shit, boy.
Not bathe in your own piss and bring you
Bathe and drink his own piss.
bring you closer to God.
I don't know if that worked.
I don't know. Can't ask him. He's dead.
Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi. But apparently, you know, all these like revolutionaries like Martin Luther King Jr.,
Yeah.
Gandhi,
Uh-huh.
Nelson Mandela. There's
Shout
always
out.
like people that dig up like, well, did you know he cheated on his wife? Or you know he was actually like dude, I don't care.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
I don't care. Like people are like, after the government released all the files about JFK and they released files about the civil rights movement, there were stuff in those files that were about Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
and how he wasn't faithful to his wife. And
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
don't
Who
care.
cares, dude?
I think what he did kind of outweighed that.
Yeah, and then it's like, dude, what the fuck? You know what he... Dude,
These are the same dudes though that'll go and be like, well, did you know Hitler was actually a really good artist? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Did you know that we don't give a fuck about...
Which he was, like, he did paint and shit. He
Yeah,
originally
yeah.
went to art school and he was
No.
kicked out, and that's why he became a Nazi.
No, your neo-Nazi homie's gonna love this one, too.
Nah, shout out, what was his name? White Excellence. I hope somebody doesn't clip me just saying shout out White Excellence.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
If we said black excellence, would they clip us?
I don't think anyone's clipping us, period. But yeah,
yeah.
I think
We
we're
think too highly of ourselves.
I think we're quite there yet. What is a time when the sequel was better than the original?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Off top, Bad Boys.
Yes.
Bad Boys 2 is
When the sequel was better than the original, let's just get a little list going. Okay? Bad Boys 2. Yes.
Final Destination 2 is way better. Final Destination 2 is the first one's the airplane one. The second one is with the wood on the truck comes off and the whole traffic accident happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when I
don't
think of
remember.
Final Destination movies, that's the one I think of.
John Wick. With the Malinois running around busting your ass, bro.
Was that number 2?
Yes. I think.
We'll say yes.
Yeah, John Wick 2, bro. Hard.
Bad Boys, Final Destination, John Wick.
Well, I don't know. Is John Wick 2 better than John Wick 1, though? I mean,
I don't know.
it's all kind of like the same type. But if it is, okay, John Wick 2, if it's the Malinois one, then yes, for sure. That's the most sickest shit. Everybody wanted a Malinois, including me, after that movie, bro. Not realizing how much time it would take to get a dog that fucking good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It would take countless hours and years.
Like they're like 16 years old and like, all right, finally got them.
Yeah.
Finally got them locked in.
Yeah.
They got about
Last
6
leg.
months to live,
Yeah.
but
no, it takes a lot, bro, to train
they
dogs.
got about 6 months to live. But hey, watch them roll over. Watch. They
Yeah.
do the thing.
Hey, do the thing, bark, bark, bark. And we know that because, you know, we're dog men, if you will. What's another movie that's number 2 is better than number 1?
The only thing I came prepared with was Bad Boys and Final Destination.
Bad
because
Boys,
I
Final
want to see the new
Destination.
Final Destination movie, obviously. So the other day I cleaned the house and I put on the Final Destination movies in the background.
Mhm.
They're like an hour and 20 minutes long. I watched all fucking 5 of them and it wasn't even dark yet. And I say watched them, I mean they were on the TV while I was doing other shit.
All movies, let's see, all sequels that were better
Than
the
original.
and then the original. Let's just see what it says. Oh, we're tripping, bro. The Dark Knight is way better than the first one.
Way better than
The Godfather Part 2 is way better than the first one.
this is true.
The Empire Strikes Back? We're tweaking.
It's better than A New Hope.
Oh, way better. You're not gonna like me when I tell you this. The New Hope is not even the top 5 Star Wars for me.
Well, this is coming from the guy who thinks The Acolyte's the best thing that Star Wars has ever made. So take that with a grain of salt.
I didn't say that.
He said it.
He's
He said it.
gaslighting. I said the best fighting scenes are in
No,
The
he said
Acolyte.
scenes. He didn't say the word fighting once. He
And
said the
there's-
best scenes.
Okay, well, then we kept talking about fighting, so I implied it pretty heavily. But also, there's a lot of people that agree with me, believe it or not.
There are.
A lot of people. It's like the whole Jordan mids. You're told it's fucking horrible by everybody, so then you think that, right? Same thing. So it's just whatever you like, I guess. I do have another one, though, before we get too far down that rabbit hole. Top Gun. The new one is better than the old one.
That's kind of hard.
I will say this. It's not on here, but Mission Impossible 2 is better than number 1.
I'll agree.
That's the motorcycle scenes, bro.
I will agree.
Captain America. 1 was buns.
No, it wasn't buns.
1 was buns.
Ones was buns. Buns
Okay.
was buns. No, I
Number
don't think
2
so.
had Bucky, the Winter Soldier, in that bitch. Way better, bro. The Winter Soldier was way better than number 1.
Maybe the question should be name a time the original was better than the sequel.
Yeah,
Because this is every
dude.
damn movie.
No. I don't agree with this one. They said 22 Jump Street. I don't believe. I don't agree with
No.
that. But I think Dark Knight was fucking. That was a crazy one to just throw at us. Like,
Yeah, that's probably the best
Oh.
Batman movie, period.
bro, Terminator 2 is better
yeah.
than Terminator 1.
When you say Terminator, I don't even think about Terminator. You think about
No, he
Terminator 2.
does.
No, you think about Judgment Day.
I'll be back. Yeah, bro. Come on, dog. Hey, this list is crazy right
All
here.
right, so new question. Name a time that the original movie was better than the sequel.
Okay.
The Matrix. The first one is
Yeah, I'm stuck on this right here, though.
leaps and bounds beyond.
I just
want
to keep on telling you the sequels that are better.
Continue.
Because they're killing them. So yes, John Wick 2 is the Malinois one. So we were
Okay.
right for that one because that's also on this list. You have Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior.
Okay.
That one, that's Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
That's one we all know, right? That one, Toy Story 2
No.
is better than Toy Story 1
No.
because they have the little girl in it. You don't think so?
No.
They're tweaking for that?
Yeah.
I probably would agree because I thought about it earlier. Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1
No.
when they got to go to Far, Far Away Land.
No. The first one, that they got to go to the fucking rescue the princess, and they find out that she doesn't really want to be rescued. Then he falls in love with a dragon, and
Okay, Spider-Man 2.
better than Spider-Man 1, like the Tobey Maguire joints.
Yeah. What? With Doc Ock, bro? I think maybe Spider-Man 2 is better than 1, to be honest. The Hunger Games.
They're all the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. You have Planet of the Apes, and then you have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Like the newer series.
Yeah, the
No,
new
that first
series.
one with James Franco
I
is
agree.
fucking phenomenal.
I
When you
agree.
find out how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck no.
Bride of Frankenstein is better than regular Frankenstein.
Let's ask our local Frankenstein expert.
And then they have Son of Frankenstein. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Those movies are very old, and I'm not gonna sit up here and cap like I just know everything about them like that. Like I just be watching them on the regular. But yes, we all think of Frankenstein in general. We think of The Bride and the whole situation with that.
I don't.
No? What do you think of when you think of Frankenstein movies?
I think of Bram Stoker's Frankenstein. Well, that's Dracula. I'm tweaking.
Blade 2 is better than Blade 1.
I don't know.
Blade 1 was with Frost.
The fat
The white
dude that
dude.
blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Blade 1's better than Blade 2. I don't give a fuck. Because I can't remember Blade 2. What's in it?
That's the one with the old man. No, that's Blade Trinity.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But you know what? To answer your question, let's just do a couple out there so we can just clear it up right away. Off the muscle, originals that are better than sequels, bro. Deadass,
The Matrix,
The Matrix,
Toy Story,
Toy Story,
Lion King.
Lion King. Don't do Disney the whole time because you're about to go down a Disney rabbit hole.
I was gonna say Finding Dory is better than Finding Nemo.
No, Finding Nemo's the best.
The original's better than the sequel.
The Avatar.
Yeah, 100%. Second one was okay.
It was good, but I mean, it was a long time for that.
It's hard to live up to.
Equalizer,
For sure.
The Extraction,
For sure. Den of Thieves. That second one is.
I haven't seen it.
Don't.
Buns.
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 I mean, watch it. Do you?
One's buns.
Nah, one's
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 buns. yeah.
Two's
is anyways.
something
So yeah,
bad in the
okay,
Rands
that's
of
what's
Twos.
up. So yeah, I guess a lot of sequels are better, as they should be though. I mean,
They should be.
'cause then why else make it?
True.
You know.
I do want to touch on this before.
Oh yeah, let's touch it.
So, I am not lying. This happened. Okay. See how
okay.
excited he is.
I'll take a good seat for this one.
I went into the room to check on Jace.
When?
This was the other night, two
Okay.
nights ago. It was
All right,
about
bet.
8:00 at night, so I just wanted to poke my head in there and see if he was asleep yet.
Yeah.
So I poked my head in there. He's watching a movie.
What's he watching?
The movie was called Otto. It's a movie about dogs. That's all I know.
Okay.
I didn't know it was Otto until afterwards. So I sit down. Now I have this. So what I do, right? I go in the room, make sure he's asleep. I plug my phone charger. I put my watch on the charger. Get ready to kind of like get ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
So then I come back out here and then I just sit here. That way, when it's time to go to bed, I can just go lay down. I don't
Right.
have to plug my phone in and do it. Like I just go lay down.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck around. Yeah.
So I'm in there, and as I'm sitting on the bed, putting this on, putting my pajamas on, like whatever, I'm watching the TV, and it's a movie I've never seen before. So I vocally said, "What is this?" And I'm not lying to you. I
No.
put this on my child's life. At the exact same time, a character in the movie said, "What is this?" But he said it. I wrote it down right here. And I swear to God, the dog in the cartoon. Oh, he was getting fed. So these dogs were like in like a pound, and so they were getting fed, and they were giving the dog some bullshit, and the dog looked at the food and goes, "What is this?" And the exact same time, I'm looking at the TV like, "What is this?" Like literally word for word, we both said, "What is this?" And I was just sitting there like, dog simulation.
Yeah. Nah. Well, none of
The fact
this
that
is real.
the
so
fact that I word for word said, "What is this?" at the exact same time as some animated dog I could have walked in that room at any point in time, but I walked in there and sat down and said that at the exact same time a character said it. Dog, I was sitting there for like 10 minutes, like just staring, like, what the fuck just happened?
Bro, let me ask you a serious question.
That shit
before
was
we wrap
trippy,
this
though.
up. Let me about that. That is trippy. Do you think? Because I've had similar experiences. Me and Megan often talk about a time where I pressed play on this song I was showing her, and Mickey Mouse, Moscow Tool, that cartoon, it was on TV, but it was on mute. And bro was literally everything. Like when they talked about, when they mentioned a vehicle pulled up, exact timing. His hands went like this when the fucking bass dropped. When we were talking about pistols, he had his little fucking
Mouse tool.
his little tool, and like the whole little cartoon that bum, 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 ba, da, 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 like the whole beginning. But it was on accident too. And me and Megan were crying, laughing, bro. We were like, "This is the crazy shit, right?" Also, I was sober, so. But also, just side note. So my question is though, what? Okay. Here's my question.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes, but do you think this is? Do you think this is real, bro? Like, do you think? Two questions. One, is this real?
I don't know anymore, dog.
And if you don't know or you don't think it's real, then what is the percentage that we are in a simulation? Also, what time is it on the thing? Because I got a little bit more to say after you answer, if that's the case.
We're at 54 minutes.
Perfect. Okay, so tell me, what's the percentage this is a simulation, bro? You know? I'm actually going to sit up for this because South got something to say.
Okay, so David Chalmers
Copperfield.
states that there is at least a 25% probability of us living in a simulation, according to his book Reality Plus, Virtual World, and the Problems of Philosophy. That's a long-ass title for a book.
That's a low number.
As simulation theory remains a hypothesis, the probability that we are living in a simulation will vary between professionals. So,
bro, think about
25% chance that we are.
Look at how fast AI is developing. Look at how fast virtual reality is developing, transportation, communication. How long have we been on this planet? Right? Like 200,000 years, I think humans have been on this planet.
We'll call it that for the sake of the conversation.
Right? And you're telling me...
in that much time, yeah.
Whatever the fuck, right? So you're telling me in the last 200 years, we invented a vehicle and now we already have flying vehicles? Or we invented an airplane and now we have fucking, you know, cell phones are a thing, internet, all that. So you're telling me in this small, like, this is what it is, right? So you're telling me right here all this has happened. And all
it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, how can I explain this? So it's like if you're playing a video game, right? And this game's hard as fuck. But then you unlock that certain item. It's like, oh, now this is kind of easy. It's kind of like that. Like once we discovered technology itself, then it was like, okay, we know what, so we can, it's like if you push a rock up a hill, it's hard as fuck. But once you get to the peak and you just let the ball go, then it starts going fast. So it's like we spent so many years as humans like building and developing things. Once we discovered technology, it was like, oh, this is a cheat code. So then things just started to boom, 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 boom. We just had to discover that one little piece.
Yeah, I think so.
That made everything so much easier.
I think that
it's like I have a stove in my kitchen, right?
Yeah.
I have a pot, I got food, and I'm sitting there with this pot full of water on this, all the tools I need, but I can't get nothing. Once I get the fire on, boom, now I can cook and I can get my plates together and I can actually make a meal. Yeah. If I don't have that little, whatever the thing is missing, then I can't do all this other shit. So once we discovered technology, then we could start doing all this other shit.
Yeah, see, my thing is, for one, I don't think, you know, that's not right, bro. Took us this long to find. It's just not like electricity or technology and shit. It was like everything.
But we needed that thing to discover the rest of those things. So once we found that thing, those other things were easy to do.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, bro, because it just doesn't add up. That's just a long fucking time, and all of a sudden it's like, we got everything figured out. Pussies, let's go. And it's just like, that is a crazy way to think about it if you think about how long we've been here, and it took this long, but now we got it all figured out, and we're fucking good. What's more likely, in my humble opinion, is we are so far advanced in technology, virtual reality more specifically, that who's to say that this isn't a simulation?
No, very well it could be.
1,000 years from now, could it be like this? Maybe. You know, let's say 100,000 years from now, based off of technology we are experiencing right now, it could be like that, to where you're in a simulation and everybody's in a simulation. So that seems more likely to me than 198,000 years of trying to figure out how to make vehicles and electricity.
But they weren't trying to figure out how to do that. They were just existing. They were.
But that also seems like, it also kind of
once we
seems
got
like
physically comfortable, once we started building houses and our focus wasn't on finding food. Like there was a time when humans would wake up and their one goal, we have to find food.
Yeah.
So once those things became easier, and then we could start focusing on more intellectual things, because we didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
We figured out how to live comfortably. We figured out how to have food immediately. We figured out how to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, now I can start thinking about all these questions I've had. Like, why does this happen? And why is, then that's when the scientists started to discover things, because we could now. We had the luxury of being able to pursue
for that long
knowledge. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're arrogant, because I know you're not, but that is an arrogant way of looking at it. No. They just didn't have it figured out. we got to figure it out. And it's just like, maybe, but you don't think maybe they figured it out too a long time ago, and this is a simulation? This isn't?
Very well could be.
You know, that's my whole thing. Is it's just like there's just so much time. And yeah, there was a long time where we were just looking out. You know, we were next door neighbors with Neanderthals, and we were hunting shit and trying to get shit done. But
and the crazy part is we haven't even what we're experiencing now. The stuff you're talking about that we've discovered. That's just the tip of the spear as far as how far technology can actually go.
That's why it seems more likely that.
So we haven't discovered that much, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean we haven't, but it's all rapid. Whereas before we didn't have nothing. All this before then, it just seems like more likely.
They weren't preoccupied with trying to do. They were just preoccupied with surviving.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the last 2,000 years, I guess,
or whatever it was.
Yeah. No, humans have been on this planet for like 200,000 years, I believe. Or 2 million, I can't remember. The planet's like 20 million years old. How long have human beings been on Earth? Oh, this is actually more crazy.
It's like 10 years.
Yeah, no. It's 6 million years. So you're telling me...
That's more time then. It makes more sense.
5,998,000 years of surviving.
Well, how long has the Earth been around?
I think 20 million. Let's see. How long has the planet? It's 4.5 billion years.
And we've been around for 6 million?
Yeah. Bro, that is crazy.
Okay, so 6 million years. So what would you say is the first like technological breakthrough?
Fire.
Electricity?
Fire. They found him a little mixtape in the cave. You saying like for like us? Probably electricity, right? I mean, it can't. It has to be something different. Well, I don't know because like they had to they capture electricity, and we're like, whoa, you know. I think.
Yeah, we didn't invent electricity. We discovered electricity.
Yeah.
Electricity has been here.
Okay. So the biggest invention, like the first, like.
Well, no, not even in just technological breakthrough, like harnessing electricity. Like, we can actually use this in like power cities.
Yeah. Probably fire, bro.
Well, that's not really technology.
Well, neither is electricity then, right?
Yeah, it is. We use electricity for technology.
We used to use fire. We use fire to cook. We
we
use fire
could
to heat up houses.
We couldn't use fire to use a camera. We couldn't use fire to power a cell phone.
So, what your question was?
What was the biggest technological breakthrough?
Oh, technological breakthrough. So electricity. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, what's the biggest?
I would either say
the largest.
Probably not electricity. I'd probably say travel, like the railroads and boats and shit like that, because now we're able to go to different places and learn from them as well.
Or phones.
A lot easier.
Phones definitely was a game changer. You could talk to anybody anywhere if you had the number.
Yeah, well, not when they first invented the phone. You can go like locally. But cell phones, I mean, I think cell phones are the most important modern technological.
I wouldn't say boats. Because they had boats way before electricity, bro. I mean, they've had plenty of boats. I mean, Columbus rode in with the JBL speaker on the boat.
Nah, he was in there thumping.
Yeah. So, but railroads was a good one because that made transportation on land super quick.
Seamless.
Yeah, no, like that was impossible to think.
Travel and comfort.
Train's a good one. Train's a good one because it was able to get you to point A, point B, and like, but if that's the case, why wouldn't phone also be on there then? Because
that's what I was getting into. Is
you ain't taking a train to Asia.
The cell phone literally started this. You know what I'm saying?
Cell phone is the greatest invention of all time. Whoever made the first cell phone is like that guy. Imagine how crazy he sounded too. Like, hey, we're gonna make a phone that's not connected to anything. You know, like crazy work.
Let's see what the old internet has to say. The first significant technological breakthrough was the invention of stone tools used by humans and ancestors over 3 million years ago. I mean,
I said fire, so that technically would be the same shit.
No, fire's not.
You have to harness it.
Technology is something that you create.
I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna say a spear at first.
Asparagus?
Spear.
Oh, I mean stone tools. So you would have been right.
Oh, well, that's what you get, ladies and gentlemen, for second guessing yourself.
Don't ever second guess me.
Hey.
Second guess your mama. Don't second guess me.
No, second guess your mama. Don't second guess Aunt.
Cause I'm.
All right, wolves and six pussies. You heard it here.
I'm usually right.
Richard's kids are once again dropping fucking jewels, giving it to you raw dog.
Giving it to you raw dog.
And shout out
Wada Burger.
Marky Mark MRR, the chosen one. Double cheese. You know that. You didn't catch all that?
I got it.
But
yep.
Close.
Got it down.
Anyways, man, this is episode 14. We love y'all.
Oh, we get the rare closeout from Ominous. This doesn't usually happen, folks.
I like
Enjoy
to,
it.
I like to
Go ahead and close out
set.
the show. Go ahead and close out the show for it. Do your thing, player.
Hey, man, this is Richard's Kids. We appreciate you. If you think this is a simulation as well, or that you're in one, please,
simulate some subscriptions. How about that?
Yeah, simulate that subscribe button.
Nah, for real.
And some likes. Drop a comment. Let us know how much you fucking love us. And I don't know how many subscribers we have now or followers, but one day at a time, baby.
It don't matter.
One day at a time.
I'm just having fun with it. Yeah, he said it. So
Richard's Kids.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Ta-ta for now.